In this lesson we're going to look at some more evaluating but some harder examples. So again, A is 3, B is 4 and C is negative 1. So the first question says find the value of the square root of B. So we know that B is 4 from up here, so we basically square root 4, and that means what times what makes 4, and that answer is 2. Okay, the next one, square root of A squared plus B squared. So first of all, substitute the numbers in. So 3 squared means 3 times 3, and B squared means 4 times 4. So that's going to look like that. Now we do the brackets before anything else. So do the brackets first. So I've got 9 and 16. Add them together to get 25 and do the square root last of all. So square root of 25 is 5. Because 5 times 5 makes 25. Right, half times b, that's what that means. So a half times 4. Now a half multiplied is the same as saying a half of. So if we say what's a half of 4, you should see, oops, that's wrong, I'll just change that. We should have 2 there obviously, half of 4 is not 1. So I'll just change that to 2. Okay. This one looks quite complicated. We've got 3/4 bracket a squared plus c. A squared means 3 times 3 and c is negative 1. So let's substitute the numbers in first. So 3/4 of 3 squared add negative 1. You can write 3 times 3 if you want there. I'm just going to leave it in this case as 3 squared. So do all the bracket bit first. Leave the multiplication of the fraction alone at the moment. This fraction in front of the brackets means 3/4 times of that. But do the brackets first. So 3 times 3 is 9, and if I add negative 1, I'm going to get 8. So 3/4 times 8. Now to find 3/4 of something, you divide by 4, find 1/4, and then times it by 3. So 8 divided by 4 is 2, times by 3 gives you 6. Okay, 3 examples to go. C squared take away 2 times A times B. So C was negative 1, so it's going to be negative 1 squared. Again, I don't mind if you write negative 1 times negative 1. I'm going to leave it like that. Take away 2 times AB, so 2 times 3 times 4. And we'll put all that in brackets. So let's do the brackets before we do the subtract. So negative 1 squared means negative 1 times negative 1, that's positive 1. Take away. And 2 times 3 times 4, that's 6 times 4, which is 24. And 1 take away 24 is negative 23. Okay, 2 to go. Now, when you have this division line, what you do is you work out the top bit, then you work out the bottom bit, and the last thing you do is you divide. So, sub the numbers in first. So AB equals 3 times 4. Divided by A plus C squared. So that's going to be 3 plus negative 1 squared. So let's do the top line. So you're going to get 3 times 4, which is 12. And the bottom line is going to go to 3 plus negative 1 squared is just 1, so 3 plus 1. And that's going to go to 4. So 12 divided by 4. Again, just take your time with this. And 12 divided by 4 is 3. And that's your answer. Okay, last one. So I'm going to do everything inside the square root first, and then square root at the end. Similar to what happened up in this one. And again, I'm going to do the top line and the bottom line, then divide, and then square root. So it's a case of doing that first and that, then your divide, and then square root to finish off. Okay, so AB is the same as before. It's going to be 3 times 4. I'll leave my square root sign in. And I've got B plus C, so that's 4 add negative 1. So the top line comes to 12 and the bottom line 4 add negative 1 is just 4 take away 1, so that's 3, so 12 over 3. So the square root of 12 divided by 3. I'm going to do this bit first and then square root to finish. So 12 divided by 3 is 4, and the square root of 4, what times what makes 4? The same number, and it's 2.